goodness has appointed the offices. Order, honorable members. Please. Order. Almighty God, who in thy wisdom and goodness has appointed the offices of rulers and parliament for the welfare of society and just government of men, we beseech thee to behold with thy abundant favor us thy servant whom thou hast been pleased to call for the performance of important tasks in this land. Let thy blessing descend upon us here in this house assembled. Grant us that we may treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner, to promote thy honor and glory, to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of this country, and of those whose interests thou hast committed to our church. Amen.
Motion. Motion.
Correction and approval of record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Tuesday, 25th November 2025.
Motion.
Who is that? Yes.
Honorable Speaker, I want to move a motion on the 53K for Parliament to change the mode of prayers. Because I think it's an old type of prayers and it's not in line with our
Honorable member, please take your
religion and
seat.
our. Yes.
Honorable member, please sit down. Honorable members, order, please. Honorable member, I am not administering your motion. I will not admit it. I will not admit your motion. Order, honorable members, please. No. Member for Jarol, please. No, don't appeal on him. No. Clerk, let's continue.
Correction and approval of record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Tuesday, 25th November 2025.
Honorable members, the record of votes and proceeding of the National Assembly sitting of Tuesday, 25th November 2025 is before us for correction and approval. Can any honorable member please move a motion for the correction and approval of the said record of votes and proceeding? The member for Jara West.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I rise to move that the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Tuesday, 25th of November 2025 be corrected for correction and approval, be considered for correction and approval. Thank
Any
you.
second, the member for Sanimentary.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I rise to second the motion.
It has been moved and seconded that the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Tuesday, 25th November 2025 be approved. Any issue or issues, observation from honorable members? Honorable members, we will look at the record with page by page, and of course, beginning with page 1. Any one of you who have any observation can raise his or her hand. Let's begin with page 1. Page 2. Page 3. Page 4. Page 5. Page 5. Page 6. Page 7. Honorable members, page 8. Page 9. Page 10. Page 11. Honorable members, page 12. Here, the member for Jara Central.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. On page 12, paragraph 24, questions put that heads 31, Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Welfare. Questions there should be in a singular form, and then heads also should be in a singular form also. Thank you.
Honorable members, on 24, questions put, the honorable member for Jara Central is proposing for the removal of the S and as well as that heads to read head. The member for Central Badibu, you were requesting the floor. You raise it up. Oh, Sami, member for Sami. Honorable members, any order on page 12? Can we move to page 13? Member for Sami?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. At the last, the resumption of the Assembly, where the clerk read the short title of the 2026 estimate of revenue and expenditure of the Republic of the Gambia. Just in bracket, 1st January to 31st December 2025. It should be 2026, both days included.
Honorable members, are you following? Great. The member for Opanyomi, you have the floor. The member for Same want us to change instead of 2025, it should be 2026. The estimate is for 2026. Member for Opanyomi?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. The last paragraph, at the invitation of the Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Minister for Finance. It's not, instead they have Honorable Ministry for Finance. It used to be Minister for Finance.
Honorable members, the last paragraph. At the invitation of the Honorable Speaker, the Ministry for Finance and Economic Affairs, Honorable Sidi Keita, is to read the Honorable Minister for Finance and Economic Affairs. Yes, any order on page 13? Yes, the member for Sabah Sanjal.
The one that you just read, there should be a full stop at the end of the sentence.
The end of which sentence? Can you guide us, please? At the end of which sentence? Can you guide us, please?
That you have just read, the last one on page 13.
I'm not getting what you're saying.
Yes, sir. I said there should be a full stop at the end of that statement that you have read. Yes.
Oh, okay. On page 13.
Yes, the last one. The last paragraph there.
Oh, okay. Okay, honorable members, what he's saying, the paragraph or the sentence, there is no full stop to end. Is that all? No. Okay, page 14. Honorable members, page 14. Yes, member for Bakau.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. At the tail end, where you have at 19 minutes after 2 o'clock in the morning instead in the night.
Honorable members, 2 a.m. in the night or morning. So what we have is in the night. The member for Bakau is proposing us to change the night to morning in the morning. Are you following?
Yeah.
It has been moved and seconded that the record of votes and proceeding, yes? Who is?
I just wanted to remind you that there was a previous ruling that was made on this issue that the honorable member for Bakau had. There is no need to add in the morning because obviously AM means in the morning. So it's becoming a repetition and a previous ruling was made to that effect.
Yes, Honorable Member for Sabah Sanjal, you are reminding the Assembly that there was a ruling in respect of timing, AM or PM, and after the AM or PM, you add noon or morning. But in this instance, there is no AM or PM. It is saying at 9 minutes after 2 o'clock in the night. There is no AM. If it was after 2 a.m., then you may not necessarily need 2 a.m. in the night or in the morning. Because what we have is 2 o'clock in the morning. You can also say 2 a.m. Yes, please.
Even though it's not a big issue, but for consistency purpose, since a ruling was made and we have already adopted that, before, I believe we should be able to maintain that for consistency purpose, to just maintain AM and PM.
No, they are not the same, Honorable Member. For instance, if the Assembly resumes at 2 a.m. in the morning, then you say, no, the most ideal word or phrase to use would be 2 a.m. That's it. I had my, member for Talini Kunjang.
I was just saying 2 o'clock a.m. is part of early hours of the morning. So 2 o'clock in the morning, it should be more correct than 2 o'clock.
Honorable members, these are the two things. Honorable members, we had the proposal from Sabasanjal, but it looks like he's alone. Can you use your mic?
Yeah, you see, this confusion has been here for a long time. People will be saying in the morning, at night. So that was why you made a previous ruling that let's just maintain either AM or PM.
No,
So
but
if the parliament wants to go against their previous decision, then well and good.
no, the contexts are not the same. No, they are not the same. Honorable members, it has been moved and seconded that the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Tuesday, 25th November 2025 be approved with amendment. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, honorable members, we want to thank the Vice President and welcome his here with honorable ministers of land and that of basic education. Clerk, we may proceed.
Thank you. Questions for oral answers?
Honorable members, as per order paper and order 41.1 of the standing orders, today is questions for oral answers. Furthermore, as a reminder, clause 43 of the standing orders limited supplementary questions to 7 in total. 2 for the honorable member asking the question and 5 among other members. Therefore, we will proceed with His Excellency, the Vice President, and the honorable ministers scheduled today to give their oral answers. Thank you, Clerk. We may proceed.
Thank you. Questions for oral answers? His Excellency, the Vice President.
Thank you, honorable members. On your behalf, I want to welcome His Excellency, the Vice President, Mr. Mohamed B. Jallow. Mr. Vice President, you may take the podium. Questions for which due notices were given to His Excellency, the Vice President, by honorable members for oral reply. Question number, that's the September questions. Question number 215 of 2025 by the member for Fonyi Karania. Fonyi Bintang Karanai.
Thank you. Next time that should be noted well. Honorable Speaker, could His Excellency the Vice President inform this August Assembly at what stage is the government on its promise to create 150,000 jobs for the youth of this country?
Honorable Speaker, I wish to inform this August Assembly that significant progress has been registered in the implementation of the National Employment Policy and Action Plan of 2022 and 2026. However, the employment tracking mechanism to be established is yet to be in place, and therefore, the actual number of jobs created cannot be ascertained.
Your Excellency the Vice President, so how do you intend to ascertain this number? Because the question is so clear. At what stage?
Honorable Speaker, I recall this question was asked of me previously, and my response was that the Minister of Trade had informed me that they are going to put up this system, but as we speak, they have not yet done it.
So when can we expect to have the question that we are asking, or when do we expect to have the Ministry of Trade to actually give you the data that we are expecting so that you can furnish this August Assembly with it?
Honorable Speaker, as soon as the Minister of Trade, because they had informed me that they are getting some technical support to do that. I don't know at what stage that technical support is at this point,
But I guess the moment they have that, they'll be in a position to give us these numbers.
We will appreciate to know whether you have zero.
Order, honorable members, order. Member for Fonye Bintang Karana, you cannot do that. Don't do that, please. No, don't do that. Order, honorable members, order, please. Your Excellency, are you done? Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President, are you done? The member for Kiang West, you have the floor.
Your Excellency, are you telling this August Assembly that this government does not have the actual employment you have created for the citizen of this country?
Honorable Speaker, what I'm saying is that the role of government is to create the enable environment for the private sector to create jobs. Government can provide only a few jobs, but it's the environment that you create for the private sector to create the jobs. But the Ministry of Trade, the Ministry responsible for employment, normally they will have a tracking system to see how many jobs are created over time. This is what I'm reporting, that they are working with partners to create that, but at this point, it's not ready.
Member for Central Body, we have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Your Excellency, would it be prudent to make a follow-up on the ministry and its related institutions so that we have a data on the youth employment?
Honorable Speaker, I agree entirely with the honorable member for that question. Really, you are right. We are still pushing with the ministry to make sure that we get those figures, because it is also important for the government. Because we know that even some of our own interventions are creating jobs, but we cannot say at this point how much we are creating. Thank you.
Member for Busumbala, you have the floor.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, you did make mention of the data to be provided by Minister of Trade. When last did you have conversation with the Minister of Trade in regarding this matter?
Honorable Speaker, as you know, the moment I receive this question, I get in contact with the minister responsible. And that was the last time I had that. And the answers they provided with me still indicates that they are not done as far as this is concerned. It is our concern for us also, like I just said. We also want the figures for our own planning. Thank you.
The member for Talinding, you have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Your Excellency, can you confirm to this August Assembly if this promise of 150,000 jobs is based on concrete assessment in terms of sectors they are going to create it? And which are these sectors?
Honorable Speaker, even, I don't want to say something that beyond, but really, even creating 150,000 jobs is something of a low scale. All right, even if you are able to monitor, you realize that by now we would have even created more than the 150,000. The challenge is just the monitoring aspect of it. But even if you look at the road construction, how many jobs have been created through that? How many businesses have come in over this period? How many jobs have created? The tourist industry, how many jobs are created? These are all, if you are able to count that, you realize that even the 150,000 is on the low end. Thank you.
Member for Sanementering, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Your Excellency, could you inform this August Assembly what stops the institution that were the Ministry of Trade that were supposed to collect data? What stops them from collecting that data? Do you know the challenges? Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, like I said earlier on, they are relying on partners to develop the system with them. And I think that is the support that is not yet materialized at this point, as far as I understand. Thank you.
Question number 216 of 2025 by the member for Bakau.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the recent outcry of young people against the government's stand on corruption is gaining momentum. Could His Excellency, the Vice President, inform this August Assembly as to what legal steps the executive is taking to ensure accountability and probity?
Honorable Speaker, I wish to inform this August Assembly that the government of the Gambia has taken a firm stance against corruption. To this end, it has undertaken a number of legal measures, including prosecuting public officials. The government commends the prosecution of public officials alleged to have engaged in corruption, demonstrating its commitment to ensuring accountability. 2, passing of Anti-Corruption Act. He ensured the timely passing of an Anti-Corruption Act 2023 which prescribes punishment for corrupt practices and other related offenses. Currently, the government is finalizing recruitment of members of the Anti-Corruption Commission, and the names, I think, have already been submitted, hopefully, to this Assembly for approval. Public Finance Act. The Public Finance Act is currently under review, and a new management bill has been drafted and submitted to Cabinet for approval. This bill aims to modernize public finance management system, making them more robust, effective, and accountable. And the Public Procurement Act, in 2022, government enacted the new Public Procurement Act to provide comprehensive legal framework for transparent, efficient, and accountable public procurement processes.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Your Excellency, according to what I understand from your response, it's only 2 persons that are going through prosecution. And we are made to understand that corruption is rampant in the system. According to the audit report, according to the petroleum saga, out of these officials, only 2 going through prosecution. How ready is this government to fight this corruption?
Honestly, I don't think I have mentioned 2. I didn't say 2 people.
No, honorable members, please order. I am not sure if His Excellency the Vice President has indicated that 2 people. He have never mentioned that. Yeah, honorable member, all the honorable members, I'm not sure if the Vice President want to answer that one or not.
Mr. Speaker,
No.
if I just repeat my question, if I repeat my answer, I said the government commends the prosecution of public officials alleged to have engaged in corruption, demonstrating its commitment in ensuring accountability. That was my response.
You have one more?
Out of these public officials that are going through the prosecution, can we specify number of these public officials going through this prosecution?
Honorable Speaker, at this point, I cannot specify the exact number, but there are many cases that are currently in the court.
Member for Latikunda Stabaji, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Vice President, you did mention that you have finalized the selection process of the anti-corruption commissioners. Can you tell the National Assembly how was this selection process conducted?
What, can you repeat your question, honorable member for?
My question is premised on what the Honorable Vice President said before the National Assembly. He said the government is finalizing the selection process of the anti-corruption commissioners. That's what this Vice President said, if I should quote him verbatim. Now we want to know how was this selection process conducted? That's my question.
That's a point of order from Oponyomi.
Honorable Speaker, supplementary question may be put for the purpose of elucidating an oral answer. That's Order 43.1 and Order 43.4. A supplementary question not be in order if it introduce matters not included in the original question. The question he is asking is not included in the original question. So I think it's a new thing. Maybe that one is substantive. Honorable member can make a parliamentary question on that. Thank you.
Honorable members, order, order sustained. His question is out of order. The member for Busumbala, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Your Excellency, in your response, you did indicate several cases regarding corruption that are at the High Court. Can you be a help to this August Assembly and provide the list of public officials that are undergoing this trial? Thank you.